friend.
Hey.
How many people your name and your age?
Jeremy Christopher, and I'm 29.
And what are your preferred pronouns?
He and they.
Okay. Do you identify as non-binary?
Yes.
Okay. And tell us where you're at. And if you don't want to give an exact, you can give us a region.
I'm in Ohio, the Midwest. I'm not originally from Ohio. I'm from Texas, but I'm just stationed here with the military.
So that answers our next question. And thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
What branch do you serve in?
I'm in the Air Force.
So what made you want to go to Air Force since you're not into flying and stuff?
I'm a military brat. My dad's in the Army for 23 years, so I didn't want to go to the Army or the Marines. So I just said I did the Air Force. So
why not the Marines? I hear a lot of rumors about the Marines, but I'm curious. Okay. How do you identify as far as sexual orientation?
Homosexual, gay.
Have you ever dated trans? Have you ever dated somebody under the umbrella?
I've talked to a few trans people before, but we never got to that point. So.
And since we're on that topic, how long have you been single?
Right now it's been about 2.5 years.
And how long was your last relationship? Just curious.
4.
4 years?
Mm-hmm.
What's your zodiac or what's your B-Day?
13 March. I'm a Pisces.
You share a birthday with my brother. That's interesting. I would say that my brother is very sneaky. Would you say that people have that critique of you?
I'm not sneaky. I just don't publicize everything.
Do you think that you're ready for love now? You said it's been 2.5 years. Do you think that you're ready for love after that hiatus?
Yeah, I would say I am. It's a lot of soul searching, figuring out who I truly am, and what I really like. So
you've been soul searching, and that was
soul searching, figuring out who I am, what I truly like, and then like the energy I want to be around, and the people I want to hang around.
So far in your journey, what do you think is the energy or the type of person that you would want to be around?
Someone who doesn't look at life through a microscopic lens. Someone who always sees like everything through both sides. Who's like very understanding and open to getting to the root of the problem or issue that you guys have.
Would you say that you're not a big fan of people who are stubborn?
Mm-mm.
What do you think are some of your strengths as a person or as a partner?
Communication's a big one for me. Always honest. Very loving. Very supportive. I'll always be in your corner no matter what, no matter the issues we have, friend or lover. I always have your back no matter what we go through.
What would you say are weaknesses for you?
Even though I'm very open, I do shut out sometimes as well just to process things on my own. But it's not to say that I don't want to talk to you. I just want to gather my thoughts first before I approach you with the issue I do have for you.
Typically, how long does it take you to process? Let's say you had an argument this evening with your partner to the point that you needed to leave the house.
I think the most time I've ever taken for like an issue was probably like a day and a half.
What are deal breakers for you?
Lying and cheating. That's the end of my last relationship is lying and cheating. So I can't do that. I can't do that anymore.
You said your last relationship ended because of lying and cheating?
Mm-hmm. Their part. Yeah, it did. It did definitely had an effect on me, but I'm back. I'm better. So.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I hope you remember that the issue ultimately wasn't you. You know, those type of people, they'll always try and blame everyone else for their misdeeds, but the issue is never us. It's always their own unresolved shit.
There's a question in the chat that someone said, my gay friends tend to go after straight men versus gay men for some reason. What are your thoughts on that? For me personally, from what I've always encountered for myself, they approach me before I approach them. I never go after them. They initiate it.
Straight guys.
Straight. So most men that go after me are either straight or bisexual. I've never had like a full gay man try to talk to me before. So
Why do you think that is?
I honestly have no idea. People say because I'm a very open person, very welcoming and inviting. So that might be like one of the reasons.
Are you femme or masculine presenting, or a bit of both? Because I know
Bit of,
you're binary.
a bit of both.
Okay, that could be a factor. Guys, I've noticed in my experience, I got a lot of guys who tend to identify as straight, tend to be attracted to femininity, and that's probably why they're able to pass for straight. Um, My opinion, I think it's a lot of things. I think when gay guys specifically go after DL, trade, straight assuming, straight appearing, straight acting, whatever they call themselves these days. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think when gay men specifically go after those types, it's a validation thing. I think that they're attempting to be as close to cis heteronormativity.
Yep.
I think that they're attempting to get as close to straightness as possible. And I think that there are a lot of gay men who have internalized homophobia. And that's one of the ways in which they express that. I think when you're gay or when you identify as gay, but you find gay traits unattractive, stereotypical personality traits that may be deemed as gay, unattractive, I think that in itself is internalized homophobia. But that's just my opinion.
I completely agree. Because in a sense, you're hating that person for who they truly are and who they truly present themselves as. So you say you don't like that, well, you don't like that person then, at the end of the day.
Since we're on that topic, do you have any physical preferences for a partner?
No, as long as I find you attractive and you have good personality, you can make me laugh, you can vibe, it's good with me.
Do you tend to be more attracted to masculine presenting or feminine presenting men?
Masculine, but I don't mind the femininity aspect too as well. Like if you are feminine, it's not an issue for me.
Would you consider yourself more of a dominant or a submissive personality when dating or in relationships?
I'm literally directly in the middle.
Switchy. It
Yeah.
depends on the day, depends on the situation, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Is physical intimacy important to you?
I mean that it is, but it's not like a deal breaker for me. But it's not all the way there. I'm more or less like the cuddler or like the hugger type person, kisses whatever. But like actual full intimacy, it's not like a huge big thing for me.
Is it more about physical affection than actual sex for you?
Yes,
Monogamous or open to non-monogamy?
I'm open to it, but like I like monogamy, but I'm always open to exploring if I do like that. And I've never had that option to explore if I want to be in an open relationship before, but I'm not against it.
But when were you last intimate with someone?
Probably about 4 months ago.
Okay. Could you see yourself dating that person? Could you see that going further?
No.
Why not?
Um, like we're real good friends, but it's just not there. He doesn't get me on that emotional type level. So
There's no spark.
there's a spark when he wants there to be a spark, but if not, there's no spark. So
Oh, wishy-washy.
hmm
Do you have an age range when dating?
um, no one under the age of 25. No, when I was younger, like I would say like 19, 20, I always dated older, but since I'm like 29, I kind of like lowered that age range down a little bit to like open my dating pool up a little bit more. So,
Depending on how it goes, you
yep.
may be raising that age back. How do you feel about kids? Would you date somebody who has a kid?
I've dated people who have kids before, so it's not a it's I've been around kids my entire life. My mom, she worked at a daycare. Now she's a Christian Academy director. So when I go home, kids are always around. So
Are you open to marriage?
yeah, I've been married before. So
How long were you married, friend?
The 4 years.
Oh, the 4-year relationship. This 2.5 years that you've been single, you've been a divorcee.
I have, yes.
Oh, did you throw a divorce party? Curious. I heard that's a thing now.
I did not throw a divorce party, no.
It ain't never too late. Um, but you said you're open to marriage in the future, though,
Yeah.
right? I take it. How long were? I'm just curious. How long were y'all together before you got married?
On and off for 6 years.
So altogether it was like 10.
Yep. 19.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
First real relationship.
Do you have any income requirements for a partner?
As long as you can stand on your own 2 feet, that's it.
Do you prefer a night in or a night out?
It depends what your definition of night out is. Like, it could be like a dinner movie type night out, or like going out, like clubbing.
You tell me.
I'm gonna say like a nice dinner, drinks, and that's about it. Not really going clubbing, but I will go clubbing with my friends, but
Are you one of those who will club with your friends but not with your partner, not with your boyfriend?
not anymore. I gotta go back up to that. So
What happened? Something happened in the club with your ex?
yeah.
Did you end up in a fight?
Not a physical fight, but yeah,
Do you know your love languages?
I do.
And what are they?
Quality time and physical touch.
I know that you're in the Air Force, but and I'm imagining that you probably travel a lot. But would you be willing to relocate for love, or would the person have to kind of be willing to travel with you?
I mean, currently right now, probably travel with me because I can't really, travel for love in a sense because I'm locked in a location for X amount of days or X amount of years. But if I was not there, I would travel for love.
Do you think that you being in the Air Force has an effect on your dating life?
Definitely.
How so?
Um, Location. Like here in Ohio, it's been a very rocky dating experience. So I know people have fetishes. I've understood that whatever. I've never seen people fetishize. For me personally, I've never experienced it. For me personally, like fetishing like dating a black person or like only one to date black people. So that was an eye opener for me.
Next case. What would make you a great partner for someone else?
I mean, like I said earlier, like I'm the type of person like I'll be very understanding. I'll always be there for. I'll be there to support you through no matter what. I'm very patient. I'm slow to speak but quick to listen.
We have another question in the chat. The question from Business is Pleasure. Have you seen any discrimination in the Air Force being a gay man?
Yeah, I've experienced it myself. So people get a little wild the mouth, but I'm always here, for a little tussle every once in a while.
Like homophobic comments and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
What's the ratio with you and like other openly queer people as compared to the straight or straight assuming?
Um, so like the military is like 1% of the population. So think about that 1% as a 0.01% basically.
Well, tell the people how to get in touch with you, friend.
I'm on Instagram, underscore see no more. I'm on TikTok too as well. I don't really post that often, but I do post every once in a while. JC Bryce on there. Those are like my two main outlets.
Instagram on IG, you can find friend at underscore SEENOMOR underscore C no more.